Welcome back to the Time and Place podcast. My name is Brett. This is Mosey. He don't talk too much. He's still telepathically telling me what to do and say. Whoa, Mosey, what was that? Jacob's not here, but he will be soon. Meaning, I think the next episode we're gonna do a audio only with Jacob. But today's discussion topic is Martin Luther King Jr., also known as MLK. This is a big one for me. Most people just kind of take their day off, their school day off from work, and go, thanks, I'm okay for the day off, but I want to properly honor the man who changed our lives in ways that were necessary. I strive to be the kind of fearless leader that MLK was. He did things that he didn't have to do necessarily. He marched for thousands of miles. He gave thousands of speeches. MLK was arrested 30 times, which, if I was arrested 30 times, you would think, oh, this guy's a fucking felon. He's fucking up to no good. But he was arrested for the right reasons, because the laws at the time were not good laws. I can't imagine a world where MLK did not do what he did and things continued as per usual. I can't imagine being a 24-year-old white man in America and be segregated from my fellow Black Americans. That just sounds boring as fuck and just not cool. To put it simply, that sounds not fucking cool. MLK stood up for what he knew in his core to be right. He knew that the laws were wrong, and I remember me and my mom used to always have conversations about laws and who decides them and are they all right? And she used to always kind of be like, yeah, laws are laws because laws are laws, and those laws are to be followed. What about those laws regarding segregation? Are those laws supposed to be followed because they're laws? I would hope you say no, Mom. Like MLK, I too will strive to be a fearless leader. I too will strive for the betterment of humanity. I too will stand up for what's right, stand up for others. Because one person does make a difference. One person did make a difference, and this person is going to make a difference. I think this is going to be a series. This is not going to be a single upload. This is just like the intro. I think the next few uploads are going to be following this. I'm going to go and I'm going to interview friends of mine and kind of gather their thoughts on MLK and everything he did. And MLK just so happened to have lived in St. Augustine, Florida, and he marched in St. Augustine, Florida, and he was arrested in St. Augustine, Florida. And I'll cut in a photo of some of that right now. Here we see MLK kind of like consoling a child that's protesting, encouraging him. Here we see a speech taking place in St. Augustine, and then next coming up is a newspaper clipping that documents MLK being jailed in St. Augustine, Florida. So yeah, it's pretty close to home. That's only about a 30-minute drive from here. I just want to honor the man that made such drastic changes in our culture, in our laws, in our way of life, because I can't imagine living in a world where he didn't do what he did. So maybe somebody else would have done it. Who knows? Maybe it would have happened at a different day and a different time and place. But I'm happy it was him, and I'm happy that we honor him. I'm happy that he has a highway in every major city. I'm happy that, we still honor him and celebrate him because he deserves it. He was arrested 30 times. You would have thought the first time would have gotten him to give up. Fuck no, persistence, baby. Growing up, I moved to Japan when I was really young. This doesn't have much to do with the story, but pretty much growing up, I was always like the minority white boy. So I moved to Japan, I was kind of the minority white boy out there. And then I moved to San Diego, and I was a minority white boy out there. And then for the first time ever, I'm back in Florida. I'm not the minority white boy, but I fucking love being the minority white boy amongst Mexicans and blacks and Filipinos and Asians. Like I can't imagine a world where we didn't intertwine segregation was not that long ago. It was less than a full lifetime ago. It was within, there's people on this planet right now who remember it. Fuck. Thank you, MLK, for doing what you did. I beat my head right now. I just got out of rehab and I've been transitioning. It's been a weird transition. I'm not necessarily saying it was a bad transition or a good transition. It's just been a transition where I just want to go full force, but I don't necessarily have the resources to go full force. This is a time and place sample I just made on the fucking carpet over there. I think it already sold. But yeah, MLK all day. Thanks for watching, I guess.